Hey guys, this is your boy Z-Man, and we are back to start the actual main part of the game of Sonic and the Secret Rings. And the way I'm going to be doing this in this LP is I'm going to be going along with how the story is supposed to be in the game. If you go to like GameFAQs.com, there's a great FAQ on there about how to get to the final boss as fast as possible, doing the least amount of missions possible, because there's a bunch of extra missions that you don't have to do. But that does not take you through the story as it's supposed to go, and when you get to the final boss, you won't have all the 7 world rings, and you won't be able to obtain the true final boss. Anyway, we're going to go into Sand Oasis and go for the goal, save King Shahryar, who is the main guy in the 1001 Arabian Nights. And just a little bit of a backstory on this guy. He is a jerk. He keeps marrying basically what happened is his wife cheated on him, and he decided all women are sluts and they will all cheat on him, so he keeps marrying these different women and killing them the next night after he's had his way with them. But one of the girls comes up with a little plan to keep herself alive. And I'm sorry if I don't know more about this, but most of my knowledge on the 1001 Arabian Nights comes from that old PBS show Wishbone. Oh, what a great show. But we're getting into the skill rings now. Basically, Sonic is not very good at the beginning of this game, and you need to equip these little bonuses and other stuff to Sonic in order to get him to be better. For example, right now we're equipping the ring bonus to our skill ring, and that's going to allow us to give us 5 rings right at the beginning of the game, and you get to equip 1 skill ring, and that gives you 4 skill rings so that you can like design skill rings to each level. But honestly, it's really pointless because I just use 1 anyway. Let's equip this skill ring, and you hear this song going on right now, the 7 Rings in Hand, the main theme of Sonic and the Secret Rings. You're gonna get sick of that song. And it's not even that good of a song. But this song that's going to be coming up in this Sand Oasis level, I love this song because it just fits so well. I'm not going to lie. Here we go. Hopefully it'll, after the load screen. But I just love this song. It goes it's so fast. It's got like the Sonic speed to it, and it's got the little Arabian little twang to it that gives it a little bit of an Arabian Nights theme. But it's still fast enough to be like a Sonic song. I just love this song so much. And yes, thank you, Shahryar, for telling us the most basic thing in Sonic. You need a ring to be able to survive. Thank you. Did not know that. Now, these things that we're gathering right there, those are pearls. Right now they're not very helpful except for gaining experience. But later on in the game, you're going to want to collect as many of these pearls as possible, because you're going to get some really cool abilities that you're going to want to use these on. I couldn't tell that, Navi. Thank you. We need to come up with a name for that little pink ball of light. A cool little thing right here. If you stop before that pillar falls, that last pillar, if you stop there and just wait, a cool little thing will happen, and we're actually going to get to that in one of the later levels. Come on, Sonic. And now you could grind on those rails, but I don't really see the point. I'm just going to come over here and get all these rings instead, even though my ring counter is all maxed out. And that was the silver ring, and silver rings are actually worth 20 rings in this game. And this part is so screwed up because I can never get all the pearls in that. How do you get the pearls in that section right there? I can grind on this, but that's going to slow you down, so I don't ever want to do it. Although, I just learned that it does give you a little bit of an action bonus if you grind on rails, but I still don't do it because it slows me down. Now, if you step on that switch with the iron ball on it, it'll raise a platform that is supposed to allow you to get to that fire soul up there, that little red ring that you saw. That's called the fire soul, and those allow you to unlock special little games and characters in the party mode. But you cannot get that fire soul yet because you need a special ability, and I did not time that jump right at all. But here we are in the flames. Hopefully we can get this one. Got that fire soul.
This red ring is a fire
Thank you.
soul.
I was just explaining that to the good folks. Oh, spears and spikes. Honestly, this place is so dangerous. Who would ever want to live here? Sonic is so slow. Go faster, Sonic. You're supposed to go faster than the speed of sound. I believe that was written in Cityscape music. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Come on, man. Now these little pots, you gotta shake the Wii remote around. Oh, did not do that right. You gotta shake the Wii remote up and down in order to get those to fly. And now another part of the game that I hate so much, the wall... I don't even know what to call it. It's like the wall shifting or whatever, where you go along the wall. This is used in like several different points of the game, and its entire purpose is to slow you down and make you angry. It's so stupid. I shouldn't have to do this in a Sonic game. Honestly, I could have just ran around this little building and I would have gotten over there faster. But of course, as you can see, those the spikes coming out of the walls, you obviously don't want to get hit by those. But if you do, you're gonna land on. You can see there's like little rails down there. So if you get hit by one of those, you'll grab onto the rail, and you'll be able to pull yourself up. And look how big those spears are. Those things are literally as big as Sonic's. Look at that. Those are literally as big as Sonic's body. Sonic would be cut in half from head to toe if one of those hit him. Oh my goodness, and more pillars falling. What is up with this freaking section and pillars? Now we gotta use our... Oh, I actually got off that one. If you can break those jars, and those have extra rings in them, but it's pretty useless. And there are 3 fire souls in each level for the most part. Not all levels, but the levels with fire souls have 3 in them. And to get the last fire soul, get on this middle... grind here, and you get 20 rings, and you get the fire soul. And now you can come over here and get even more rings. Now you gotta be careful here because 3 enemies are gonna pop out right there. Homing attack those guys, and then you're home free to the palace. You're gonna go see King Shahryar, and just in case your ring wasn't maxed out enough, they give you like 40 of them right there. Now we're at the mission complete screen, and the time is based purely on your medal. It has nothing to do with your experience. Your experience has nothing to do with your medal. But you can get action bonuses, which I've already kind of explained. You get pearls and grinding on rails and that stuff. Enemy bonuses are for killing enemies. Ring bonuses are, of course, for getting rings. And the technical bonus is the more you get hits, the lower your technical bonus is. And that's just like a little multiplier right there. So you take the total number you have and then multiply it by 1.2, and that's how much experience I got. But anyway, we're going to continue on here. We should be having a cutscene soon. Almost, after we get our experience here. We got 2 of the 3 fire souls, that's good. And we grew to level 2. Got some more skill points to add to our skill ring. And we got a new skill, the mini turbo. I love that. That skill is awesome because it allows you to get off to a very fast start right off the bat. And now we're going to be going into it's more missions, and here's a cutscene.
Where is he? Are we too late?
Huh?
What's Dr. Eggman doing here? Aha! I knew it! This is all another one of your schemes!
What is the meaning of this? I am Shahryar, king of this land.
Eggman, what are you up to this time?
Sonic, wait! You're making a mistake! This is him. This is King Shahryar.
Really?
Such insolence! Guards, seize this blue spiky thing at once!
Where are your men, Your Highness?
Oh, that's right. Let me explain. When the evil spirits appeared out of nowhere, everyone turned and ran, and I was stuck having to hide in that jar. No! Help me!
Well, well. Guess it's time for a little action.
Wait a minute, was that a pterodactyl? Are there dinosaurs in the 1001 Arabian Nights? That makes no sense. But as you notice there, that was Eggman playing King Shahryar, and that's the whole point of this game, that characters from the Sonic world come into this game, but but they're not actually the actual characters. Sonic keeps screwing up and calling them by the names that he knows them as, but they're actually characters in the story. And I always thought it was weird that Eggman was chosen to be King Shahryar, but I guess it makes sense now that I actually know the backstory for King Shahryar, since he was the guy who was like really mean and really bad and all that stuff. But let's equip our skill ring. We got to go to mission number 2, and this is a Die Hard challenge. Basically, don't die and you don't fail. It's a fairly simple challenge. Now, all the skills, once you beat the first mission, which is always going to be go for the goal, it's going to give you a bunch of extra missions that you can do, some of which are actually required, the other ones are not, and that's how you get that Fire Soul right there. You kill that guy and jump on the spring. Fairly simple. But yeah, these guys suck at aiming spears. I mean, honestly, you can't hit Sonic with that thing? You're magic. You're literally magical. Of course, these red these red spirits here, they always breathe fire. I didn't really point that out the first time we saw them, so I pointed out now. Shahra did. Shahra let you know that. Got that Fire Soul, and I died, and I got hit. Now the last thing we gotta do here is we gotta climb up this freaking, like, ridiculous. We get the third Fire Soul, but Sonic is so slow right now. The best way to get up there is to jump, if you'll ever jump, Sonic! Get up there! It's not that hard. Jeez. The part always gets me because Sonic could not go uphill when he doesn't have the all-rounder right there. But we got some more experience into bronze medal. It's really hard to get anything other than bronze medals until you level up your speed a lot more. Oh, almost got another level. We got a new mission, and another new mission. Now it's going to start giving us a bunch of missions that are just false missions. You don't need to do all the missions that it gives you. The next mission we want to do is Sand Oasis number 5, I believe. Yes. Special challenge, do not break any jars. This is nice. This is a challenging mission to do because there's one section that there's like jars just strewn all over the place and you don't know where they are, and it's such a struggle. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Don't break any jars, Sonic. Come on, man. And I forgot to do the mini turbo right there. 2 jars right there. Easy enough to get around. Just keep going around here. You got to jump over those. Now there should be a few more jars up here, and one of these has a Fire Soul over it, and I'm going to try to get that Fire Soul this time.
Are you ready?
Come on.
Oh, I missed it, but I didn't break the jar either, so it's not so bad. Sonic sucks going uphill right now because we don't have the all-rounder. And here's some more of these things. This guy's going to hit you because he aims his fire at you, specifically at you, as opposed to the other fire genies generally spin around in a circle as they do the fire, so you can time your homing attacks at them even when they're shooting fire. Fun little part, slide, get that Fire Soul, but be ready to jump, because if you don't, you'll fall into the water and die. Over here, there's a pot right there. You just keep hitting your way around here, along these guys, keep killing these enemies, and you're fairly simple. Land on this little grinding rail right here, and be careful there as you're getting off, because it will shoot you to one side. Now here's a tough section. You want to go left, right, left, stay left, and then get ready to jump and kill these guys. And if you get hit by that fire genie, you will break a pot. And we got that last Fire Soul. Good. And we reached the goal. We did not break any jars, because that was absolutely pertinent to the game. Not breaking jars. What was the point of us not breaking jars right there? I don't get it. And did you notice that Eraser Jin's henchmen just keep showing up everywhere, even though he was the one that sent us on the mission to find the 7 world rings? Why is he trying to hinder us? I don't get it. This story doesn't make any sense sometimes. We got the Turbo Boost, which allows us to accelerate faster, which is awesome, and the Pearl Collector, which at this point is fairly useless to me unless you want to get experience, but I really don't care that much. And, oh my goodness, guy with 2 tails? It's Tails!
Oh, thank you. I thought I was done for.
Tails? What are you doing here, too?
Tails? My name is Alibaba.
Come Come on, Tails. I know it's you.
I'm very sorry. He seems to have mistaken you for someone else.
Oh, it's okay. I'm still very grateful that you saved me. I might not be very strong, but I've still got some tricks up my sleeve. If you ever need my help in return, it would be the least I could do to repay you.
Thank you. If something comes up, we'll be sure to call you.
In case you were wondering, Alibaba is, you know, the 40 Thieves, that whole tale, and he is the whole Open Sesame guy.